So, like Devin, I also wrote mine down because I just decided last night to do this. I don't really like talking in front of people, but last night at like midnight, I woke up, I'd already fallen asleep, but I just had all these things in my head that I knew I wanted to say to you guys. No? Sarah, my brilliant, compassionate, beautiful, big little sister, I've loved you since you were a fetus. Despite that one little American cheese incident during your infancy, I really was not trying to kill you. I was too young to have many detailed memories from before you were born, but I do remember being absolutely stoked that we were getting a new little sister. I remember proudly announcing it to my teachers and excitedly discussing names with my friends as though I might have any real vote in that realm. Be thankful, because if I had, your name today would be Ariane Lee. I made it up. As Mom will recall, and as you have heard, and as Adam told, he was not quite as stoked when he found out your gender. But I think it's a safe call to say that he, along with Claire and I, could not be more thrilled and proud of you and the person you've become, even despite being born the wrong sex. When you were tiny, I always wanted you next to me so that you could grasp my finger in your little baby fist. Although at the time I was too small to realize that all babies grabbed onto fingers when placed in their cribs, I loved the idea that you just wanted to keep me by your side. I stuck to you like glue when you were little, showing you off to my friends, reading you stories, tucking you into bed, and pretending you were my little doll. As you got older, I became my big little sister, which I think happened when you were about 12 and I was in college. I started to realize that you weren't just a miniature version of me anymore. You were now towering above me, and also a real live human being with independent opinions, ideas, and a sense of humor that extended beyond SpongeBob and, thank heavens, Barney. Luckily, that sense of humor turned out to be strikingly similar to mine. A big relief when our siblings and parents never quite shared it. Off the top of my head, I think of Shmandy Shmelanakis, Pie, dancing in the kitchen to ridiculous music blasting through the downstairs speakers, no Christmas season being complete without NSYNC's entire Christmas album blasting from my car, on repeat, Spider-Man pictures, Married to the Sea, The Office, What the Gosh, going through our to-do list in a gangster way, Bo Burnham, Suburbanites, making fun of Mom's texting abilities, Then I Don't Need a Jacket, the horror of salad fingers, the sounds earthworms would make if they made sounds, elephant jokes, and the list goes on and on and on. I also can't tell you how great it is to have someone in my life who can stay up all night to talk about synesthesia, misophonia, and the horror of commonly used grammatical errors. I love you so very much, and I'm so thankful that you're my sister, and I'm stoked that I get to spend the next 60 or 70 years cringing with you over misplaced apostrophes and laughing with you at all things outstandingly dumb. But I've had nearly a quarter century to get to know you. Now I have the blessing of getting to know a new brother. Andrew, I haven't known you for very long, but I know that I love you. I love you as a person, and I love you for Sarah. My family will all attest to the fact that anytime any of my siblings have a significant other, I tend to become pretty quickly attached and want them to stick around and be a part of my family forever. Each time in the past that any of my siblings have had a breakup, I've pouted a little because I wanted that person to be ours. I've liked each boyfriend or girlfriend that my siblings have had, but I have never met anyone as perfect for Sarah as you are. You are truly her other half, not only in a way that I have not yet seen for her, but in a way that I have rarely seen in any couple in all of my so many years on this planet. Gotta put this down. Okay. I love how effortlessly you love one another, how easily you show genuine affection, how your faces remain smiling and playful even when debating. I love the respect that you have for one another. You always seem to be on the same wavelength and thinking the same thoughts. You're both smart enough to know that you won't always be on the same page, and that as you go forward in life, there will be arguments sometimes, frustrations and trials here and there. But when that happens, I have absolutely zero doubt that you will handle it with patience, mutual respect, and love. We all know what the stats say about marriage, but I think that all of us here today who know you also know how completely not applicable it is to you. I would bet my life that of anyone I know, you two are the ones who will make it, easily. This time I won't have to pout because you will forever be a part of my family. I'm thrilled that you are the one that she has chosen, and I don't believe that anyone in the world would be a better match for her. A blind man could see how much you love her, and she deserves it, and I could not accept anything less. So you're lucky, because if I didn't like you, this day would not be happening. I love the way that you and Sarah see eye to eye on the ways in which you want to live your lives. For example, you both share the wonderful idea of raising chickens and goats in your backyard. And I'm on board with this. I also love the way that you remain loving in the midst of disagreement. For example, you believe that one day using your backyard buddies as food is going to happen. And Sarah knows that once she bonds with them, it's totally not. I look forward to decades ahead of goat napping companions from your property, playing terrible, wonderful family card games, having philosophical discussion and debate, and watching you unwrap lava lamp-type gifts with enthusiasm. It was very convincing, by the way. We appreciated that. 24 years ago, I was so excited to brag about my new sister. Today, I am thrilled that I can brag about you. I love you for Sarah, and I love you for us, and I'm so lucky to call you my new brother. So, to Andrew and Sarah,